just tuned in to Dark Side Radio. And you got DJ Old Ass on the wheels of steel. This next cut we sending out to all you old school players riding around in them old school rides. Pull out them old schools, baby, and blaze that burner and ride to these old school jams.
Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these.
69 Thunderbirds, classic Cadillacs, Oldsmobile, Bonneville with the rims to match. We got the 72 Cutlass with the pipes in the back. The ones you used to see on Superfly and the Mac. I used to be walking, watching ballers flossing. 57 Chevy Impalas, road bossing, hitting 16 switches. White rag top, gold flake in the paint job, beating around the block, chromed out six pipe, the name in the headrest. How we ride in my city, ghetto and rolling restless. We built custom kit for Millennium rolling. Old schools put together so clean, we bustin' the pulse game open. Rolling too deep, you know my system. Turned up, bumping Triple Playerz, speakers beating, shaking up trunks, blazing them blunts, celebrating like the first of the month. In the sections through ghettos, got old schools lined up.
Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these.
If you got an old school with a rag top or a hard top or a drop top with a flip-flop paint job, then back it on about the garage and wipe him down with a rag because we hitting the slab. If you don't got an old school, then go back to the lab. Leave that new Benz that you walk parked right at the pad. When you see my old school, list the color of money. I got white leather guts inside of a 72 Cutty. Classics all around me, Lincolns with kissing doors, power hole, bucket seat and carpets lining the floor. We got players in Sedandyville striking the poles. Black original rim with a custom chrome nose. Can't help getting peas when you see him ride by. Windows up in this car full of smoke and he getting high. My dog cool, we got to roll it up, make you run for the boater. Sounds out of this world, introducing the quota. Voter.
Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides,
Back in the days, riding down the street on my big wheel, all I seen was those school ballers driving sedan DeVille's. White walls, bows and wheels with the leather seats, decorating they car looking gooder than a Christmas tree. I ain't lying, man, I swear those was the days. I used to say that was my car when it passed my way. Every old school baller had a car that was complete with the gat under his seat for protection from the street. Bonneville drop tops and those fast Mustangs, sitting on 15-inch chrome things. Them youngsters can't hang. I ain't tripping. In fact, I got respect for all players from the north to the east side, all across the way. Is all I really wanna see is y'all bring them back. Pull out them Cadillacs, put a tight rim to match in the
old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these. Old school rides, old school players gotta have these. We gotta see these.